Hey, what's up? It's Phoenix and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm very excited today because I'm going to read from my book, In the Garden of Evil, which you can find on my author page. I'll put the link down in the description. I also encourage you to like, subscribe, and share as it helps me a lot, and I very much appreciate my viewership and the people that are engaging with my videos. And feel free to tell your friends. Without further ado, I'm going to dive right in, and my plan today is to read the very first chapter in my book, In the Garden of Evil, and yeah, without further ado, let's dive right in. Enjoy. And the opposition begins. Adam Carter sat at the traffic light, wondering if what he had seen was real. Before Adam saw what he saw, he was suffocated by thought. Where was he headed? He had lost his 2 children and his wife. He had lost his job. He was on the verge of losing his apartment, and Adam was pretty sure he was getting closer by the moment to losing his life. Not because he was suicidal, although he was beginning to wonder if he was going in that direction, but because he was sure that people did not want him to live. This belief that people wanted him dead was only a feeling, but Adam wouldn't be surprised if this was actually the case, wasn't just paranoia and the result of a mind fixated on the feeling that things around him had become unstable. By things, Adam meant everything. Indeed, there was something wrong with the world, something that Adam couldn't figure out, no matter how much he obsessed over it. Moments before Adam saw what helped establish the truth that things were changing, that reality was shifting, contorting, Adam thought again of his wife. She had left him a year ago, said that she didn't need to explain why she was leaving because Adam was unimportant. That had no doubt hurt, but considering the way things had been going, Adam should have expected it. And does all of this have to do with an epic battle between good and evil? Adam wondered, almost wildly and untamed, though he wasn't sure why he thought this. Things had begun to change, but that didn't mean that a battle that just happened to be epic had begun to brew. It was a ridiculous notion. Granted, good and evil existed, circulated all around Adam and his existence, but Adam just couldn't buy that he was actually in the battle between good and evil. And a voice in Adam's head kept asking him, was he so sure? No, he wasn't sure if the voice in his head wanted to know, but he was sure enough to at least dismiss it, even if only for now. Adam felt as though time had stopped. Every time he looked at the clock, he saw that a minute, 2 minutes, an hour had passed. Adam had made the habit of routinely checking the clock just to make sure, but Adam couldn't help but believe that the clock was in on it too, was hiding that time had stopped. In the beginning. Adam looked at the black Bible in the passenger seat. Adam was not religious, was even borderline atheist, but having the sacred object in his possession was actually doing wonders for him. He couldn't explain how, he just knew that it was. Perhaps because, whether the Bible was correct or not, it still existed as a symbol of good. Adam could take solace in that. None of it's real though, Adam thought, and couldn't help but feel slightly depressed because of that thought. He wanted it to be real, wanted something to believe in. And that was the power to do good. God knew, no pun intended, Adam supposed, if God was real, that Adam needed the force of good in his life. Everything had taken a liking to falling apart, to destroying itself in front of him. What he would do to see his kids again. He was angry with his wife, but what he would do to see even her. It would bring back the good memories he had of his family, the family that had performed a disappearing act, ironic considering they had stripped away the magic out of Adam's life. Seeing his family would also help undo the worry that began to formulate when Adam saw the thing that was going to contribute as a turning point. Granted, as a contribution, the turning point wouldn't be complete until Adam saw the other side of the equation, so to speak, but what Adam saw was still important. Adam looked at the Bible one more time, then looked at the traffic light. It turned yellow. Adam slowed down the car and stopped by the time the traffic light turned red. Then he waited. As Adam considered going to church just out of curiosity and to perhaps connect with some people in the community, he saw something he couldn't explain. The red traffic light was single, he saw, just the red bulb glowing uncannily in the darkness outside. It also looked like a demon eye, a single solitary eye. This was just paranoia, or so Adam tried to tell himself, but he had difficulty believing that it wasn't staring at him angrily, with more malicious intent than the world could ever gather. It was insane to believe that one creature could contain more evil than every soul in existence, but still, Adam felt that way. He felt as though he was in the Garden of Evil, with time compressing on itself, stopped. The blood in Adam's body also wasn't flowing, Adam was sure, to match the stillness of time. Although the eye, or traffic light, right, was alarming in its own way, Adam couldn't help but stare at it, deeply entranced, and watch as it grew brighter. But the brightness didn't comfort Adam at all, didn't act as a light that could represent something positive, something good-natured. Rather, it was as though the light was nothing but evil, and the brighter the light was, the more evil it shone with. Adam had always believed that light was a good thing, but in this case, this was not the case, for a reason that Adam couldn't access. "Things are changing, Adam," Adam said in a voice that wasn't his. "Are you ready for them? Ready for the turmoil?" "No," Adam thought, and decided to dismiss the voice he'd heard himself speak, as of course it couldn't really be his own voice, just a voice filtered in degenerating sanity, something that could make anything sound different. Things were changing, but Adam wasn't going to let the changes affect him so much that he heard himself speak in a voice that wasn't his. The eye continued to stare, as did Adam. He was about to also dismiss this incident as being the work of a stressed, strained, chaotic mind when he saw the eye blink, just once, but noticeably. Adam closed his eyes when he saw this. It was real. Someone really was watching him. As for who, perhaps even who, Adam wasn't sure. As for why, Adam wasn't sure of that either, but clearly Adam wasn't alone in all of this. "And why should you be alone?" Adam said in that voice that wasn't his. "I guess I shouldn't," Adam thought. "This is bigger than you." This event seemed to last forever. However, when the light changed green, Adam was sure that all of this had seemingly been over as fast as it had happened. But Adam couldn't move, his blood still frozen in time, iced by an overwhelming lack of movement and purpose. Adam also realized that he wasn't breathing because perhaps something that he had experienced a long time ago had come back. And Adam was aware of that. Old demons resurfacing. Adam took a deep breath, then realized he didn't know what that meant. It was insane to believe that an old enemy had returned, that events of the past, what past, had returned to haunt Adam. It wasn't as though Adam had lived a life before this one. He did not believe in reincarnation, so it was ludicrous. Still, something was wrong. Something had changed. Adam had just stared into something evil, a being watching Adam's every move. Why Adam was now just beginning to pick up on this force, he wasn't sure. But now that he had, Adam yearned for the days when he didn't have a single worry, when his family was wrapped in his arms, giving their warmth, lighting up his world, giving Adam hope that at the time he had believed could never be taken. I hope you enjoyed that reading from my book In the Garden of Evil, and I encourage you to check it out online. And I'm very excited for the videos that I will be making in the future, and I appreciate you viewing my videos as well. So thank you for watching. There is much more content to come, and I will see you next time.